বাংলাদেশ নাও চিনে ও পৃথিবী তোমায় জানায় স্বাগত এই দিনে ও পৃথিবী এবার এসে বাংলাদেশ নাও চিনে ও পৃথিবী তোমায় জানায় স্বাগত এই দিনে
Excited and inspired to be here. It's a truly awe-inspiring moment for all of us here today. For me, having grown up just a few streets down and still living here today, this mural is something that I wish I was able to pass by as a little Bangladeshi American kid. At 22 years old, I'm happy to say that it's not too late. What you see behind me gives a sense of place and pride for me and so many others, young and old. But before we begin our celebration today, we'd first like to extend our thoughts and prayers to Saleh Ahmed and his family and friends. He was seriously injured in a robbery in our neighborhood and remains in the hospital in critical condition. We ask again that everyone keeps him and his family in your thoughts and prayers and continues to advocate for neighborhood safety. Second, we'd like to acknowledge the first peoples who lived on this land, the Native community. The Anishinaabe, or Three Fires people, including the Chippewa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi, lived in the Great Lakes region, including here in Detroit, long before the Europeans arrived in the 17th century. And these communities thrived, living off of the land and uniting over language and culture. As we hold our event and celebrate this mural, we'd like to take this time to acknowledge that we are standing on the land of Native communities who still exist today in this city and beyond. We as Bangladeshi Americans have planted seeds in the ground here in Detroit, across the nation and across the diaspora. We are a beautiful and thriving community. While we're here today, we remember and respect the indigenous roots that are still in the ground. We hope you enjoy our program, our snacks that we have for you, the various stations, and of course the mural that we have behind me. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. I wish I could say I was 22, but unfortunately I can't. This is an event where we acknowledge and thank those who are responsible for creating this amazing mural for the community. I'm KAMAL RAHMAN, board member of OneHamtramck. I am also the founding member of the mural project. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce you to someone who wants to see this immigrant community in this area showcase their rich culture and heritage. He always stood and defended the underrepresented. He defended the community whenever we needed it. This is the man who spearheaded this project. He is a lifelong fighter for minority rights, immigrant rights. Once again, it is my pleasure to represent Bill Myers, Executive Director of OneHamtramck.
Thank you, Kamal Rahman. My buddy for many years. I've lived here in this area for about 20 years, and Kamal was one of the first friends I made in the Bangladesh community. He's been with me for many years in the NAACP and Human Relations Commission, and I appreciate his involvement in this project. OneHamtramck welcomes you all to join in the celebration of the unveiling of America's first large outdoor Bangladesh-themed mural. It's entitled Bangladesh Coming to America. It's not really an unveiling. It's not an unveiling because it's already unveiled. You can see it. We're going to drop a curtain, but it's just too big. So officially at the end, we're going to do that. This mural, first of all, it's for all the people in the community, everyone. It's created and developed and funded and designed by the community. This is for you. If you've read the program, I hope you all got an event program. It tells you the whole history and special things about this mural. You'll know that OneHamtramck had just completed the Arab mural over on Joseph Campo on Sheba building. And after completion, we moved right over here to the Bangladesh community to start one here. Although being the two largest ethnic groups in the city, Bangladeshis and Yemenis have been relatively kept out of positions of authority over the years. Until recently, no Arabic or Bangladesh-speaking people were working in City Hall. The purpose we chose these art projects was to draw attention to the marginalized communities, offer a chance for outsiders to learn about these important histories of these people and their rich culture, and help develop pride in the community. So OneHamtramck is a community-based, non-governmental organization dedicated to addressing discrimination, racism and Islamophobia, through cultural means and helping to bring people together through better understanding of each other's cultures. The group was formed in 2010, 8 years ago, and this mural project began 4 years ago in 2014. I'd like to introduce you now to our board members, who I'd like to invite up to the stage. Twyla Meyer, Mike Duffy, Sharon Feldman, Kamal Rahman. Now the 5 of us, plus a very important person, Abu Hanif, the 6 of us started this project 4 years ago. As you read in the program, you'll understand what happened. Without these 6 people, 5 of us and Abu Hanif, without the 6 of us, this mural project would not be here. And because of our dear friend and board member who was so enthusiastic about the program, we are doing this mural in memory of Abu Hanif. This is for our dear friend Abu Hanif. There will be a plaque on the wall when it's completed. It'll be down here lit up with everybody's name involved in this project and dedicated in memory of Abu Hanif. There'll be a picture of him on that plaque. I'd like you to meet the current members of the OneHamtramck Board of Directors. Abraham Ayash, if you're here, come on up. Naeem Chaudhry, Ramsey Hussain, Farhana Islam. Did you make it? Farhana, are you here? She's driving in on a train from Chicago. Kit Parks, Linda Rayburn, Mike Sarnacki, who's taking pictures here. Mike Stenvig couldn't be here today. And Abu Zuber. Abu Zuber. This is our current board of directors of OneHamtramck. Minus a few who aren't here right now. Okay, fine. Okay, so in 2016, 2 years after we started the project, the Hanif family joined us upon the death of Abu Hanif and helped us carry on and complete this project in a different way. The committee grew to 24 people. It got very large, very exciting. Lots of young people joined us, and the community got very involved. Without them, without those people, this mural you see here would not have happened. So please give them all a nice round of applause. You will hear from the Hanif family later on in the program. And now here's Sharon.
This was a total non-profit community-based project created by OneHamtramck and the Bangladesh community. Although we appreciate their support and some even donated to the project, there will be no dignitaries, politicians, or government officials recognized today, even though they might be here. Today is by and for the community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mike Duffy, and I hope you enjoy this mural as much as I do. This is the third major project of OneHamtramck. The other 2 were called Coming to Hamtramck. Obviously, we couldn't do that in this case because, among other things, it's not in Hamtramck. But there's wide settlement in the Detroit area by the Bangladeshi community. And so, Bangladesh coming to America instead.
Hi, I'm Twyla. Nice to see you today. The cost of this entire mural was $56,000 for this project. 40% of the funds were from a matching grant through an organization called Patronicity. Most of the remaining 60% came from Bangladeshi donors. Our phenomenal fundraising committee raised most of the money within a few short weeks. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. And the support from our donors was totally extraordinary. Thank you.
Although OneHamtramck conceived and started this project, it took many people and many different stages to bring it to completion. One of the things that we did was to make sure that the Bangladeshis in the community here helped us decide on the images on this. I don't know how many of you were here for any of the town halls that we had in this building. We all got together and everybody decided on what was going to be on the wall. The wall is there. The things that you guys decided are on this wall, which I just think is just amazing. And if it wasn't for Kamal over here, who's just walked away, Kamal is mostly responsible between him and Muhammad ISSA and Bridge Academy. They helped us get this agreement to protect the mural for the next 20 years. I don't know if Muhammad ISSA is here, but thank you very much. And for the next 20 years, it's going to be a centerpiece for this fast developing area of town. There's going to be, hopefully, a 4-story high-rise right where we're sitting right now as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. That was Ramsey. Thank you. I found out once the Muhammad ISSA got here that the building will not be going up in this spot. It's going down up on the other end of this building. So you'll be able to view the mural coming down the street, and there won't be a big building here. So that's cool. Okay, so folks, it's impossible to please everyone. We've had a lot of setbacks in this project. That's why it's taken 4 years. But we kept our perseverance going. Finding a wall took us probably a year. And thank you to this building and the owners that they let us use their wall. It's impossible to please everyone. Many may not have even heard of this project and might feel that they were left out. There's 10,000s of people in this area, Bangladeshis, that not all of them heard about this project, and we know that. Although we try to reach as wide of area as we could. Some may disagree with some of the images, or the location, or the donors, or whatever. But the fact is this mural belongs to the whole community, whether there's parts of it you don't like or not. This is for everybody. No one can claim this on their own. Everyone owns it and can take pride in their history and culture depicted in this visual wonder. It's a gift to the community from OneHamtramck and all of us who worked on it, the entire Bangladesh project committee. So take care of it, protect it, feel good about it, and tell the world that you have your own history and culture beautifully represented on a large school wall in Detroit. Thank you.
Hello and welcome once again. It is not a coincidence that we chose a school, the mural, to be on a school. It is not a coincidence that the image depicted on our mural is a child, a young girl. At OneHamtramck, we know that when children are honored and respected by their culture, they grow up to be confident leaders and confident human beings who give back to their society. You may be wondering who these beautiful children are that are standing behind me. These are the students of the Bangla School Music. We have today Momita, Nondita, Projita, Promita, Pronbindu, Omia, Orchit, Diti, Dipta, Odita, Onirban, Shukanto, and Omita. They will be presenting some beautiful songs for us. First, they will be singing a folk song, then a Bangladeshi patriotic song, and finally a rhyme song. And most importantly, we have the director of the Bangla School of Music who started it all, Akram Hussain. So please give them a warm round of applause. Thank you very much.
Romano জন্মভূমি প্রাণে গাবো গানে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো তুমি শ্যামলে সবুজে নীলে আকাশে আমার জন্মভূমি বাজারে মিশিতে বিহারে রামে বাঁধিয়ে উজানে বাজারে মিশিতে বিহারে রামে বাঁধিয়ে উজানে বছরের থেকে চড়াই দেশে কবিতার মৌসুমী আমার জন্মভূমি প্রাণে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো তুমি শ্যামলে সবুজে নীলে আকাশে আমার জন্মভূমি জয় জারিয়ার মুর্শিদি সুরে পাতিয়াই শোনা উদাসী দুপুরে জয় জারিয়ার মুর্শিদি সুরে পাতিয়াই শোনা উদাসী দুপুরে বাংলায় প্রিয়তে ছুয়া তোমার চরণ ছুঁয়ে আমার জন্মভূমি প্রাণে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো তুমি শ্যামলে সবুজে নীলে আকাশে আমার জন্মভূমি প্রাণে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো প্রাণে গাবো তুমি শ্যামলে সবুজে নীলে আকাশে আমার জন্মভূমি
Okay, thank you so much, Bangla School of Music. Up next, we have a very special song written by one of our biggest donors, Dr. Debashish MRIDHA, and it's sung by his daughter, AMIDA MRIDHA, and the song is called Mishti Chader Alo.
মিষ্টি চাঁদের আলো তোমায় যে বাসি ভালো রাতের আকাশ নীলে দাও তুমি আলো জেলে মিষ্টি চাঁদের আলো তোমায় যে বাসি ভালো রাতের আকাশ নীলে দাও তুমি আলো জেলে রাতের আকাশ নীলে দাও তুমি আলো জেলে মেঘের আড়াল থেকে দেশবাসী ভালো রাতের আকাশ নীলে দাও তুমি আলো জেলে মিষ্টি চাঁদের আলো তোমায় যে বাসি ভালো রাতের আকাশ নীলে দাও তুমি আলো জেলে Thank you.
That was very beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them another nice round of applause for the entire choir and AMIDA. And we'd like to invite Dr. Meyer just to translate a little bit of what she just sang for us who don't know Bangla language. Would you mind saying just a few words of what this song was about?
Good afternoon. I am so delighted to see you, everybody here. So beautiful and so happy, everybody, and such a nice job here. I am really delighted. I like to say the explanation of that song. It says that the sweet lights of moon touches our heart, touches our mind, touches our soul. It twinkling light encourages us to see the beauty of the world, beauty of life, beauty of our every precious moment. That really says. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, friends, I'd like you to meet the family of Abu Hanif, whom I met at my dear friend's memorial service here in Hamtramck 2 years ago or more, 2 years. Their love for Abu and our love for Abu inspired them also to help us continue this mural project. The entire family got involved in this. That's the widow Daisy Hanif and the two lovely daughters FARHA and SUBHA and their cousin Abu ZUBER. I met them all at that funeral and now they're played a major role in this production of this mural. And I'd like to introduce you to SUBHA, and she will introduce you to the rest of the family. SUBHA Hanif.
Hello everyone, my name is SUBHA Hanif. I am the daughter of Abu Hanif. I know that many of you know him as a community leader in this community. I also have my mother, Daisy Hanif, and then my sister, FARHA HANIF. So, first of all, I just want to thank everyone that came out. It is so cold, and I just want to thank everyone who came, took time out of their Sunday just for a little while to come out, because this is history. We are making history. Marka made history. We all made history today. This is the first largest outdoor Bangladeshi mural in America, probably in the world actually. Why should we stop at America? It's probably in the world, and that's like a big accomplishment. So everyone, I know I'm gonna get to specific people that I need to talk about, because without these people this mural would not be here. But I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to mention my father, Abu Hanif. He was a community leader. Many in this community knew him, loved him, and what he's really known for is his selflessness, his humbleness, and his want to help the children and the future of Bangladesh. And one of the reasons we chose to have a female on our mural and a child is because to symbolize what he loved, the love that he had for children and for the next generation. So one of the things that I wanted to mention is one of the things that we really tried to bring to the front of this mural is that our generation of Bangladeshi Americans, we always struggle. Sorry for the mic issues. We always struggle with this dual identity that we have. We're Bangladeshi and we're American. And it's sometimes very difficult to balance both of those things, to really embrace being Bangladeshi and also embrace being American. And I think that many of our committee members through this project really learned how to embrace both of those things. For me, I know personally that is something that I did through this project. I really grew into loving both of my cultures, so I'm able to cultivate both of them. There are some certain people that I wanted to mention that without them, this project would probably not be here today. And really a big kudos to all the young Bangladeshi American all the young Bangladeshi American students, professionals. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have engineers, we have teachers, we have social workers, all these different professions of young Bangladeshi Americans that are actually put in their time for the past 2 years, really, that we were involved. For the past 2 years, we made time, we took time out of our personal life, our professional lives to be here and dedicate ourselves to this mural so we could stand here proudly today. I wanted to kind of start off first with thanking my mom and my sister for all the work that they put into this. I wanted to thank my my mural committee, like my family. Like without them, we would not be here. And I want all of these people that I call out to stand up, okay? So BUSHRAH, I can see your face right here. BUSHRAH RAHMAN, is she here? No? I thought I saw her. Okay. SABIRA, can you please stand up? NUSHRAT, and hold the applause till the end, everyone. NUSHRAT, is NUSHRAT here? Okay, Yasmin. Okay, she stepped out too. Everyone stepped out. Everyone stepped out. Okay. Who do we have? What? She's over there. Okay, NUSHRAT. Okay, SABIRA, Yasmin. Who else do we have? Yasmin. Okay, I see TAHMEED right there. I see Sabrina. SHAFFWAN's doing the cotton candy. Maisha. Where's TAMANNA? Where is TAMANNA? Okay, TAMANNA, AZIM. Okay, and then we have FARHAN. Who else do we have? All of these people. Can you please give all of them a big round of applause? Because I will tell you, the money, raising this money, it was not easy to raise. This is a $56,000 project, right? A lot of us told, a lot of people in the community, a lot of people told us that's a really big sum of money. I don't think if you guys can raise that. That's a lot. But you know what we said? Bangladeshis are strong people, right? We have done the inevitable. We fought a bloody war, right, to get here and to become our own country. So nothing is impossible for us, and not for the next generation of Bangladeshi Americans. So I will tell you that me, that FARHAN, that FARHA, that we all literally took time out of our personal lives to invest to get this money so we could get this $56,000 and have this project here for you today. Nashia Chaudhary, I don't know where Nashia is right now, but she has been the backbone, also helping me, going through all the records, knowing what to do. She knows how to handle money like no other. These are the people that need to be recognized. There's also Mahin. Mahin Photography is an amazing photographer. Fahim Anwar as well. I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone. Please forgive me if I'm forgetting anyone. But all of these people are, without everyone, we would not have this mural today. Okay, so I would really like, anytime that you see any of these people, please just tell them what an amazing job they've done, because they really need to hear it. I think everyone here, they're not here for the credit. They're not here for the credit. They're really here because they really love what's been happening and what we were able to produce. So thank you so much to all my uncles and aunties that have supported us throughout this entire 2-year journey. They were always motivational. They always told us that we could do it, that we could create history, and we are creating history today. It gives me goosebumps that we're creating history today. So we are creating. See, I have my cheerleaders over there. So we are creating history today, and for the next generation, all the future children that will come and look at this mural, and they'll feel inspired because they have someone that looks like them. And lastly, I just have to thank Marka, Victor, for creating an amazing mural, right? For creating an amazing mural, because the work that he did, when I first saw him on Instagram, I messaged him because I knew I needed to have Marka do this mural, because the colors he uses, the expressions of the child, the innocence, the youthfulness of her face, her eyes, you can see it everywhere. It's beautiful. No one else could have done what he did today and love our community like the way he loved our community. So thank you so much to Marka as well. Okay, so I think I'm going to introduce the next person who will be doing the... Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Hi, everyone. My name is SABIRA, and Okay. So the history of Bangladesh is very complex and can't be easily told in a few minutes. But I'd like to call up someone who is going to attempt to cover some important information that could be helpful to us in appreciating the life of Bangladeshis before they came to America. KAUSER FERDOUS is a scientist and electrical engineer by profession. She works for General Motors and has several patents related to her proposal systems. So she came to USA about 35 years ago, and Detroit has been her home for the past 30 years. Her mother, Roshana Ara Asjad, was a language movement warrior who actively participated in the 1952 language movement. In her spare time, KAUSER enjoys painting, culture, and cooking. So please give a warm welcome to KAUSER FERDOUS.
Dear friends, thank you for coming here. I'm so honored to be able to speak here. Salam and peace. I'm not an historian, but I will relate the story of Bangladesh from my experience, focusing on the time from 1947 to 1971. Although Bangladesh is relatively a youngster in the map of the world, its story goes back to a distinct ancient past. A people with a separate language can be dated to 17th century. This is the Bengali language, and it is a derivative of Sanskrit and Pali. Pali was supposedly the language of Buddha, and the Buddhist texts are preserved in Pali in Burma, Nepal, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Laos, and Cambodia. Bangladesh's story is entwined with the surrounding countries, India, Pakistan, and in general the Southeast Asia. It was a loosely governed state under the Mughal Empire until the mid-1700s, when East India Company gained access to India for trade. This was the beginning of the British Empire, and it ended with the World War II, which was followed by famine and communal riots. 1947, India was divided into two states, Pakistan on the east and west, with India in the middle. It was divided on the basis of religion. The partition catalyzed large-scale migration on both sides of the new boundary, as hundreds of thousands of people who believed themselves to be members of a threatened minority moved into what they perceived as a place of refuge. The central government of Pakistan was placed in the Western Wing. Jinnah was the first Governor General. It was not realized that a country cannot form just on the basis of religion. It is really diversity and difference which brings strength to a community and to a country at large. It was apparent within the first few years of Pakistan that there was economic and political discrimination between the two wings of Pakistan. Bengalis held the majority in the legislative branch but had little representation in the executive branch, where the Western wing dominated. Physically and linguistically separated, the two parts of Pakistan had only stressful links. Their overriding common interest was fear of Indian domination. Jinnah and his advisors believed that a unification might be achieved through a common language, Urdu, which was used in the army and as administration. By 1948, the Bengalis began to resent the non-acceptance of Bengali as official language. They also resented the dominion of the bureaucracy, and a major portion of the revenue was redirected to the growth of the West Wing. The year was 1952. In a speech delivered by Jinnah at the Curzon Hall of Dhaka University, he declared, "Urdu and only Urdu shall be the language of Pakistan." There was rising sectarian tensions and mass discontent. The government outlawed public meetings and rallies. The students of the University of Dhaka and the political activists defied this law and organized a protest on February 21st. My mother, as a young teenage activist with her friends, joined the group, unknown to her family, of course. She gave us a first-hand description, the scene of police opening fire and tear gas on the leaders, on the young students who were fatally wounded. The group continued to rally with their leader's blood-stained shirt, and the movement reached its peak. The deaths provoked widespread civil unrest. 1956. After years of conflict, the central government relented and granted official status to the Bengali language in 1956. In 1999, UNESCO declared 21st February as International Mother Language Day in tribute to the language movement and the ethno-linguistic rights of people around the world. February 21st is observed in Bangladesh and by many Bengalis living abroad as a salute to those language movement warriors. A monument has been created as a tribute to that day in 1956. In the years following, the political power from the political parties were weakened and the government of Pakistan lost its power to the military forces in 1958. This affected the Eastern Wing, and by 1960, only 1/3 of the members of civil service were Bengalis. In 1966, Bengalis found their voice in Mujibur Rahman, who was jailed repeatedly by the military. He demanded autonomy for East Pakistan. In 1970, Yahya Khan, the president of Pakistan and the commander of armed forces, ordered elections. The National Assembly was won by Mujib's party. In 1971, Mujib makes a historic freedom speech on March 7th. Throughout 1971, President Yahya negotiated with Mujib. On March 25th, in the dark of the night, tanks rolled in the sleeping city of Dhaka, and Mujib's party, majority of them fled to India. In March 26th, Mujib declares independence of Bangladesh before his arrest by the army. A government in exile was created, and armed forces were also created by Bengali soldiers who fled from the Pakistan army. While Pakistan army launched massive attacks, internal resistance was building by freedom fighters. I will give a glimpse of the time in window from my personal experience. We have fled from our home. It is too unsafe to stay there. My father was serving in the government, and many of his colleagues and friends were executed under the pretense of supporting the freedom fighters. The resistance advised the Bengali officials to go into hiding. We turn off the lights at night. It is damp and hot in the tiny quarters, and there's not much food. White sugar cannot be found. My mom asks us that this is a small sacrifice to make, to give up sugar with tea and not to ask for meat during dinner. I sit huddled with the family as we hear military jeeps patrolling the roads. There are random gunfires. My heart leaps with hope. Maybe the Bengali freedom fighters are gaining ground. Long months go by. I wonder, has the world forgotten us? Little did I know that there were concerts organized outside the country in support of Bangladesh. Could it be an answer to the prayers of young people caught in war? Finally, the Indian army invaded Pakistan, and Pakistan surrendered on December 16th, the victory day of Bangladesh. I am alarmed by gunshots in the early morning of December 16, but there are massive people on the roads, and word goes around that is the freedom fighters celebrating victory. I go out to the rooftop. A green flag is waving on the top of Chittagong Courthouse, free and proud against the cool, crisp blue sky. Bangladesh is born. I will finish by reciting from one of my favorite poets, Jibanananda Das. আবার আসিব ফিরে ধান সিঁড়িটির তীরে এই বাংলায় হয়তো মানুষ নয় হয়তোবা সংকুশ চিল শালিকের বেশে হয়তো ভোরের কাক হয়ে এই কার্তিকের নবান্নের দেশে When I return to the banks of Dhanshiri, to this Bengal, not as a human, perhaps, but as a shali or a white hawk, perhaps as a crow in dawn, to this land of autumn's new harvest. On the Rupsa river's murky waters, a youth perhaps steers his dinghy with its torn white sail. Reddish clouds scud by, and in the darkness, white herons return to their nest. Among them all is where you'll find me. Thank you.
Bangladeshis arrived in America, many of them ended up in this exact area. So please join me in welcoming committee members TAHMEED Khan and SHAFFWAN Ahmed to tell the immigrant story in a few short minutes.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is truly a special moment for the community, and it's because of the entire community's efforts throughout the years. I'd like to give you a brief history about this area and what it means for this mural. This area has been the pinnacle of Bangladeshi immigration over the years. The first Bangladeshis in Detroit date back to the late 1920s during British Indian rule. When they came to Michigan, when they came to America, they formed an organization called the Indian Brotherhood. That organization later turned into the East Pakistan Association of America. And then in 1971, it finally changed its name to the Bangladesh Association of Michigan. In 1971, a group, including my uncle and Shaffan's father and his uncles, marched in Washington, D.C. to protest America's involvement in the Liberation War, as they were supporting West Pakistan at the time. In 1972, my uncle, RAHMAN, was the first Bangladeshi to purchase a home in this community, located on McLean Street. A gentleman named by the name of Saeed Shahid Mia was the first Bangladeshi to purchase a home in Hamtramck, at a time when the Polish community would not sell homes to Bangladeshi and other minority communities. And then of course Shaffan's father and his uncles, who planted their stake in Southwest Detroit. My uncle gave his blood, sweat, and tears into this community. He would purchase homes to shelter OP1 visa families. One time he sheltered a family of 12. He purchased homes to help these people. He never asked for anything in return. He just wanted to see this community grow and thrive. He just wanted to help his fellow Bangladeshi immigrants. My uncle spent days and hours filling out documents, filling out forms, financially helping these people and helping them get situated in these homes and just kind of putting their foot in this community and just getting, it was just a stepping stone. He lived by this community, he lived for this community, and he lived in this community. This place means the world to him. He passed away many years ago, but he would be so proud of all the people who are involved in this project. Never in a million years would I have thought, or would he have thought, that we would be doing something this spectacular. So thank you all for your involvement, and thank you all for your support. And Shaffwan has something to say as well.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Yeah, I got it. So, interesting fact about this building, it used to be the Greater North Detroit Hospital. About a decade ago, it was shut down. And my father and I would maintain it the best we could. We would board up the lower floors. We would call the police whenever there were people scrapping it and everything like that, and just try to protect it as much as we could. We're the neighbors of this building. That big house right there is my house. So we made sure of it, and I did not envision this happening, but I'm really happy it's a school now, and we have a mural to celebrate it as part of our community. Thank you all for being part of that celebration.
I'm Farhan Haq, Dr. Farhan Haq. Nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much for coming today. It's actually really wonderful to see such a beautiful turnout of people. You know, I'm a proud Bangladeshi American, first generation, and the child of Bangladeshi immigrants. And you know, being of Bangladeshi heritage is very near and dear to my heart. You know, Bangladesh is a diverse country filled with people from different religions, different regions. Bangladeshis, you know, make up young and old, rich and poor, scientists and rickshaw drivers. And you know, although our country is small, our hearts are huge. You know, we have tons of dreams, ambitions, pride, and passion for our country. And you know, I'm thrilled to say that this mural, it's 55 feet by 46 feet, and it's bigger than all of us. You know, that's what we kind of set out to do. When we first planned this mural, we wanted it to be something that's much bigger than any of us individually. And when we pulled together our resources and our efforts, our tears, sweat, arguments, countless like sleepless nights figuring out what we're gonna do, we came together, and you know, there are times that we thought we weren't even gonna be able to do it. But finally, after lots of work, we were able to get it done. You know, I was part of this committee to determine what type of things that we were actually going to put as far as subject matter on this mural. And so I'm going to just briefly tell you guys about what are the different things that we placed on the mural. So one of the things that's inescapable about this mural is the fact that there's a beautiful Bangladeshi child. She's 6 years old, and she's wrapped in this beautiful flag of Bangladesh. Okay, it's especially relevant because this is on the side of a school, and children represent our hopes and our dreams and our ambitions for the future. So that's one beautiful part of it. And bringing this together is the flag that's wrapping her, kind of like a shawl. And the national flag of Bangladesh is green and red. And the green of the flag represents the beautiful, verdant landscape of our country. I remember as a small child when I first was on a plane, peering through the window next to my dad, and I was just shocked to see how beautiful and green my country of heritage is. It's just a lush green landscape filled with trees of all types. It's a tropical, it can get pretty hot, but it's a tropical paradise in a sorts. Yeah, so you'll see that the green of the flag, it kind of transitions beautifully to these tea gardens that our country is also known for. The tea that we would produce would be like of a special quality that was actually supplied to the British Raj and the British royalty. It's like super, super high quality tea, and it's amazing, some of the best tea in the world. Also, tea gardens are really known to be part of a certain region of Bangladesh where my mom's father is from, what we call in Bangla, my nana. And that's a part of Bangladesh called Sylhet, where now, especially with this mural coming up in Hamtramck, there are a lot of Sylhetis here, and we're proud to have a lot of Sylhetis also involved in the whole process of making the mural. Another thing that you can see with the mural is we have this Shahid Minar, which is in English, that means the Martyrs Monument. So part of what was instrumental in our country's founding was actually the struggle for language. Because time and time again, when, as a young country, we used to be known as East Pakistan, part of West Pakistan, it was one entity. And early on, the Pakistanis tried to only make the official language of Pakistan Urdu. And to protest this, students took to the streets and fought for the right to use Bangla. And initially, this is in 1952, they tried to suppress the students with tear gas. And unfortunately, when the tear gas was ineffective, they actually opened fire with bullets, and people actually lost their lives, thus becoming martyrs. And 2 days after that, they made a monument in Dhaka to symbolize the blood spilled and the struggles that people had to bring bring Bangla as an official language. And that's what the Shahid Minar represents. Then you can also see that we're very proud of our Bengal tiger. So Bengal comes from the same root as Bangla and as Bangladesh and the Bay of Bengal. Many people know, the Bengal tiger is also a very proud icon of our, sports teams. The Detroit Tigers also have the tiger as well. But it's an amazing animal. It's a majestic, proud animal that still roams the beautiful Sundarban rainforest that we have in Bangladesh too. So actually, Sundarban means beautiful forest. And it's like a breathtaking place to see. But it's really like an amazing animal I can't think of any other animal that can roar and have its roar be heard 2 miles away. You know, it's a beautiful. The stripes are there as you know, it's an evolutionary adaptation for the tiger to be able to blend into the grass as the tall grass as the night falls, and so it becomes completely camouflaged. But the eyes glow because there's a reflective membrane behind that, and you can see that our muralist, our very, very talented muralist, Marka, actually like has like beautiful eyes on the tiger that are like bright and glowing. Another thing that's beautiful about our mural is the national flower of Bangladesh, which is the water lily or the shapla fool. And the water lily is also like very prominently displayed on our currency, and it's supposed to represent the rivers of Bangladesh and all of the beautiful water, flowing waters all across. It's inescapable. So we wanted to make sure that a certain element of water is also present, and the water lily is meant to represent that too. We can't, you know, the other thing is we have like these beautiful 4 letters that are in the corner of the mural, and the 4 letters are Ka, Ka, Shoryo, Shorya. And when you take these 4 letters together, it's supposed to represent the whole language in its entirety. And then finally, I also wanted to mention that there are these beautiful intricate patterns called alponna. And the alponna is present on the red of the flag, and it kind of continues beyond the back of the girl. And these alponna patterns are actually, some of the girls and the committee also put some alponna paintings all throughout the sidewalk, you know, just in front of the mural over here. And it's a painting that's done at a festive time. Typically when you know, a bride gets married, the alponna is painted all throughout her house just in front, and it's a beautiful intricate pattern, you know, that people like really get behind and really are enthusiastic about. And so we also wanted to have an element of that that's unique to our culture be present on the mural as well. I think that's a quick blow-by of our, you know, the content things that we picked to place on the mural. And again, I'm really thrilled to see so many people coming out here today. This is what it was all about, to bring our culture together, to bring people together, to learn about our heritage, and to question and, you know, to better represent who we are as Bengalis to the world. And, you know, I'm thrilled to see that this is, you know, the dreams that we set out to are realized. Thank you again for listening to me, you know, kind of ramble on about the content. And please, like, everyone, enjoy yourselves, have tons of food, please have some cotton candy and tea. Thank you so much again for being here today. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, adab, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here in cold weather. We very appreciate. Thank you, everyone. My name is Abu ZUBER. I'm just going to say a few words before introducing the donor. I'm just going to say why I'm involved in this project. Is the amazing mural in front of you guys. A lot of people already mentioned about my cousin Abu Hanif, Bill, and some other OneHamtramck board members that decided right after Arab mural, they wanted to do Bangladesh mural, and they had a good meeting. Then we went to looking for the Bangladesh artists. Some reason, they moved from here to back to Bangladesh, so they couldn't find any artists. The whole project was postponed for. And I moved here like 99. I mean, my family moved here 99. Since 99, I'm familiar with the Michigan. I know this is my second home. Bangladesh is my first home. So I'm visiting our familiar with Hamtramck and Detroit. And 2016, I moved. Before I moved, I lost my mom. Then a couple months later, SUBHA and FARHA, I lost my cousin. So I was here. So I saw an outpouring from the community and the rest of about here. So what a such a wonderful man was here. So everybody loved him so much. A great smile. He's still everybody missing his great smile. So that we decided to gonna do his carry his legacy, do something. Our family member, everybody, and include myself, we thought about we're gonna do something. Like a month later, they called the memorial meeting. I met Bill Meyer. He mentioned about this project. So I approached Bill Meyer, introduced myself, and tell him, let's sit down, move this project forward. From there, Shubha, Farha, me, Kamal, Bill Meyer, Toila, Mike, Sharon, we sit down, revive this project. And revive this project with everybody, all donor support, Bangladesh community, Michigan, Detroit, Hamtramck community, everybody support and involvement. We have an amazing mural behind us, in front of you guys, behind me. So Shubha, Farha involvement, they bring the all youth. Our project is youth driven. All young women, beautiful, smart, talented, potential women, some men as well. They every day they inspire me to move forward this project. Because Farha, Shubha, Tamanna, all this youth involved in this project, they bring all the youth generation. We always, our culture, I'm not shy to say, we always left behind our younger generation. That one always, Abu Hanif always talk about it. Everybody knows better than me because he was so many years involved with this community. He always wanted to do something for younger generation, driven something for this Bangladesh community in Michigan. He always talk about the art and everything. So that's why every day they inspire me to move this project forward with their support, everybody else support with this, bring this project. So I'm gonna mention the 500 donor and whomever here, I'd like to come, if you like to come on the stage, and if you want to say a few words, you're more than welcome to say. And before I introduce, I want one personal achievement. This is an amazing mural, our whole community, Bangladesh community. My personal achievement today, I just finished half marathon this morning, first time in my life. Today is my best day in my life. I finished my personal achievement, plus as a Bangladeshi American, we present amazing mural. First, Bangladeshi American Public Affairs Committee, known as the BEPAC, Mohammed and MRIDHA, AZIM, I think Azimba is here somewhere. Dr. Nazmul and Farjana Hassan, Handling International Academy, Dr. Farhan Haq, everybody knows him. He was here about explain our content. So Dr. Farhan Haq, Anwar and Siddiqa Hussain, GM Haidar, Park Dinner 2018, Manjur Alim Shafi. We all know who is Manjur Alim Shafi, one of the owner Alauddin Sweet and Cafe. They are big support for this project. Since day one, they're helping us until still they're helping us. So we thank Alauddin, Manjur Alim Shafi. I spoke to him 3 weeks ago. He told me he might be here, but he lost his one of nephew. That's why he canceled his tour. Saleka Shaknur and Monir Jaman, Bangladesh American Democrat Caucus, Shahada Begum Sadek, FRD Pharmacy Save More, Peach Action Education Fund, Frank and Hamley right here. They're big support for this project. Every meeting they showed up, whether snow or rain or cold, they're sitting here since 12 o'clock. They're right there. Give the big hand for them, please. Also, round of applause for all the donors, all the support for our amazing Bangladeshi mural project. Thank you again. Thank you for all the support. I'd like to invite Farha. One more thing I want to say is I'm not a public speaker, I'm not a politician. Just my request to everybody, please be part of solution, don't be part of the problem. If somebody does something for the community, come join them, help them ask if they do any mistake, help them assure that they're supposed to be there instead of the critics always good. Another thing, if you have a hater, that means you do something good. If anybody do something, don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Alright, I first want to thank everyone for coming out here in the cold and for actually staying here still. Well done. I wanted to just say a few words about the mural and how it's been, for a lot of us, our entire life for the past 2 years. Many of you know I got involved in this project because of my dad, and 5 years ago when he was working on this, I was asking him all the time, please let me know when it's going to happen, please let me know when it's going to happen, how can I help, how can I help? I always loved helping him in every project that he was involved in, and unfortunately I wasn't able to help him back then, but the hope is that he is smiling ear to ear because of what we pulled off today, and it's a really, really big feat, and hopefully he's smiling or potentially doing something a little bit more interesting than having to look down on us. But I'm grateful for a lot of things today. I'm grateful for the people that we've met along the way, for the strong, inspiring young women who have taken a huge part in this project. There it is. And you know, there were a few guys who they were great too. But I am grateful for my mom, especially for coming to every single committee meeting that we had, whether it was raining or cold, and right now even sitting through the cold, and just giving away 2 years of her life as well to this project, so thank you very much. And for my sister, of course, who has been a really, really loud, forceful voice in this project to make sure that we got everything done. It gives me chills thinking about the impact that this mural will have. Children will see this and they'll think that they have a cause to celebrate their culture. Our parents, our uncles, aunties, grandparents, they'll be able to see this and they'll think about the sacrifice that they had to endure to make this place their home, and they'll hopefully get a sense of belonging out of it. When you see, there's only so much we can do, right, to fix laws and institutions and whatnot, but when you see your culture embraced and celebrated in the form of art on a wall that's being appreciated by everyone from all different backgrounds, there's nothing there. You can't get that feeling of belonging through any other way but art. So I'm really, really, really happy and glad that we finally made it to the finish line. But our journey has only begun. And last but not least, I don't know where he is. I know everyone has thanked him already, but thank you so much to Marka for painting this beautiful thing and surviving through all the cold that we had and just forgetting it. He is not only a very talented painter, but a gem of a human. So thank you so much. And now I'm going to announce the names of the donors that have donated. Just 1 minute. These donors are the co-sponsors who have donated $1,000 or more. We have the American Association of Bangladeshi Engineers and Architects, Zakirul and Tawhida Haq, Dr. Rubab Haq, and MD Waidu Saman and Farzana Khan. Thank you so much. So I am introducing the $2,000 and up donors. So first off, we have Dr. Debashish and CHINU MRIDHA. So I'm gonna call you and then you're gonna come up to the stage, okay? So Dr. Debashish and Mrs. CHINU MRIDHA. Oh, he did? Okay. And then my mom, Daisy Hanif. Aladdin Sweets and Cafe. Aladdin Sweets, no one's here from Aladdin. Okay, I know she's not here today. She has a wedding. Dr. Sultana Ghaznavi and family, she's not here. Global Education Excellence. Okay, where's Global Education Excellence? Mohammed Issa and Saeed Issa, thank you. And JJ. Okay, and then Michigan Economic Development Corporation.
I'm going to give you yours now, okay? Just stay here.
And RAIHAN auntie from the school, from Bridge Academy West. She's the principal of the school. And Dominic Romano is from Michigan Economic Development Corporation. So please give a big round of applause to all these $2,000 and up donors. And if anyone would like to speak, please, the mic is yours.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad ISSA. The ISSA family owns all the properties around here. I just want to thank Bill Meyer and the committee for the excellent job. This is really means a lot to the community. We're here to work with the community. I just want to give you a little update. The next 5 years, the whole street is going to be changed. There's going to be a new building right next door, and there's going to be another building here. We're going to change the whole atmosphere in this street, which is, let's work together, let's work as a team, and thank you again.
Thank you, and we are very glad to be part of it. And I think my husband is somewhere with my daughter, and we are very excited about this project. First when Farhan and Shubha called us, usually we get lots of call for any kind of community projects, but when we got call from Farhan and Shubha, we were very excited because they are very young and they are very enthusiastic to do this project. And I was talking to my husband that we have to do something, and without any question, we just got involved with this project. And thank you very much, and we are proud of our community.
Assalamualaikum. My name is RAIHAN. I'm the interim principal here. I'm very proud to have this building displayed on the side of this mural displayed on the side of the building. It definitely represents the community that we are serving here, and we're proud to have it displayed here for 20 years. This is a gender-separated middle school. It is a charter school, but I will personally promise, bring your children here and I will take care of them. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Just a very quick word. The team I work for that works with Patronicity, the Municipal League, and MEDC don't often get a chance to be a part of a project like this. I wanted to just tell you how honored I am to be here today and humbled by the beautiful mural and your beautiful community. Please enjoy, and I hope that someday I'll be able to be a part of something like this again. Thank you so much.
Hi everybody, thank you for sticking it out through the end on this cold day. We're almost at the end of our program, but we could not finish today without officially recognizing the project committee who made this mural come together. So as I call your name, please come up to the stage so you can be recognized. Babul Ahmed, Shafwan Ahmed, Yasmin Ahmed, Fahim Anwar, Tamanna Azim, Nashia Akmal Chaudhary, Fabiha Chaudhary. Come up to the stage when you hear your name, folks, so we can recognize you. Zakwan Chaudhary, Naeem Chaudhary, Zuber Chaudhary, Mike Duffy, Fariha Ghazi, Sabrina Ghazi, Sadia Ghazi, Daisy Hanif, FARHA Hanif, SUBHA Hanif, Farhan Hook, and Ramsey HUSSAIN, who is next to me here.
And also we'd like to bring up to the stage Muhammad ISSA, Tamid Khan, Motasim Mahin, Twyla Meyer, Salma Mumu, Frank O'Donnell, Bushra Rahman, Kamal Rahman, Maisha Rahman, NUSHRAT Rahman, SABIRA Rahman, Mel Rosas, Zahid Udin, Helen Weber, Salima Zaman, and Abu ZUBER. And finally, project director, Bill Meyer.
Thank you. Okay, this is the end of the program, folks, and this is our entire project committee standing on the stage right now. Well, thank you. Now we're all here. Anyone who's been in the project committee, please join us on stage. The artist that was chosen in a very lengthy process was especially liked by the Bangladesh committee members. He was chosen from a list of many competent artists because they sensed his affinity and style were sympathetic to the Bangladeshi culture. Patterns, colors, designs, and personality were in alignment with their hopes for this mural to represent the Bangladesh experience. As the bio in the program states, he is of Mexican heritage. He has painted amazing murals all over the world and can do these large murals in an astonishing short amount of time. You know how long it took him to put this amazing mural? 5 days. He arrived last Sunday, and now we have this first-of-a-kind Bangla mural that will last for decades, right here on the wall of Bridge Academy West. We would like you all to meet the artist who transferred your history and culture to visual reality. Please welcome Victor Marca Quiñones.
Thank you, everybody, for that warm welcome. I wish it was a warmer welcome. It's freezing out here. And thank you for being out here in this weather and enjoying this historical moment. No, thank you. Thank all of you. Without all of you, this never would have happened. So, thank you. And a special thank you to Abu Hanif. I know a lot of you know this great man, and thank you. And I feel like there's definitely a presence of him here, and it's a special day for his family and all of us. So thank you for that as well. It was an honor to be a part of this mural. It was an honor to meet all these beautiful people and beautiful families, and I have a second mom now. So it's amazing. Daisy's amazing, and family. Bob, Bill's been super helpful, and thank you everyone. Really, it's an honor to be here. I hope everyone enjoys the mural, and Instagram it, take pictures, selfies, all these things. It's amazing seeing everybody's reaction to it, and I'm glad everyone had input, and you're all part of it. So when you see the mural, you see your community, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Marca. Marca 27. What's 27 referred to, Marca?
I was born on the 27th.
All right. Well, we've all gotten to love this artist who came to Detroit and painted an amazing mural on the wall for all of us. Don't forget, this is your mural. Everyone here. This belongs to the community. So we want to thank all the committee members who are up on the stage here, our artists Marca and Curtis. And thank you to all of you for being here. Enjoy the food, enjoy the camaraderie with everybody here. The project is completed.
দেখেছি প্রথম যেদিন ভয় গিয়েছি ভুলে জয় দেখেছি 21 যেদিন এলো মাথা তুলে জয় দেখেছি